Multi-platform.
Oh, I see.
Oh, great. Thank you so much.
Why is it in my head? Parts of the body, please tell me. If you don't see what I'm seeing, also tell me. Fair enough? Fair enough. Here we go. So, I step into my box. Once I'm in here, now I'm a heart surgeon, so I have an affinity for the heart. And the heart is our most poetic of all organs. In part because from the moment we're conceived in our mother's womb, at least at 8 weeks, it starts to beat like you see it here. And just to show you, this is the main artery in the front of the heart. When there's a blockage here, it's called the widowmaker. Now this is the vein that goes to the lungs, the pulmonary artery that goes to the lungs, and the aorta that goes to the body, and there's the blood vessels, the carotids to the brain. The cava drains the blood into the heart. So that's from the outside, everyone can appreciate that. But as I begin to move us into the heart, you'll notice that the chambers start to come into appearance. The right atrium, the place where the blood first comes, and then through this valve called the It took me 5 minutes to get comfortable with it when I first saw it last year, and I played with it on the show a fair amount. But I'm not that proficient at it. And yet it wasn't hard for me to show you the things I wanted to show. The bigger challenge is going to be making sure that's representative of what's wrong with you. So you have the curious person who will want to see what it's like, and you want the person who really cares about grandma and what's going on in her breast, and they want to see what the tumor looks like. And they want to be able to understand why they want to use more aggressive therapy, and they'll see the tumor and the lymph node and put the pieces together. This is in 2017, breast cancer survival carries a survival rate of 5 years of close to 90%. So generally the news is good, but it depends on how big the tumor is, whether it's spread, and some details about what kind of tumor it is. So I'm going to take you into the breast just to show you this. Again, this is purely theoretical. This is not based on any pathology reports from Ms. Dreyfus. So virtual reality lets me go into the body, and you'll notice that I've outlined the breast. The breast itself, and I'm looking at the left breast here, you know the external anatomy quite nicely. So I'm going to start taking you inside the breast. If I take off the skin, you'll notice there's fatty tissue. And that's supposed to be like that. The breast uses this carry the milk to the nipple. But these little lobes here are where the milk is actually made. There's two basic kinds of breast cancer that you would normally hear about. There's lobular, where the cancer starts inside these lobes, and there's ductal, where it starts inside these little ducts. Now these ducts, they're very small, and if the tumor starts inside the duct but doesn't spread outside of it, it's called intraductal. Those have, because they're almost precancerous, they have 100% survival rate if you get them carefully. It's an ailment that is eminently treatable and curable, actually, when caught early. It's one of the main problems we face in America because the #1 cancer diagnosis, #2 cause of death among women. But there's always hope when you've got family and friends around you, and especially when you catch it early, which hopefully you have. God bless you.